I am your host, Erin Bianca Villaneta.
And I am also your host, Keisha Gunitlaw. Welcome to our vlog with the title of Growing Through Challenges, a vlog on adolescence.
H11B students, and today we'll be talking about the experiences and challenges of adolescence.
This stage of life is full of ups and downs, and we want to hear directly from students about how they face these challenges and what they learned from them.
So, join us as we explore real stories and reflections here at Jose Rizal University. Let's go! And today, I'm here with
Chelsea Tayami.
first question. What do you think is the biggest challenge you face as an adolescent?
Biggest challenge I face as an adolescent is when I went to college, the adjustments from senior high to college. I think that's the biggest challenge I face as of the moment, right?
So, since it's a pretty big change, how do you usually cope or handle with this challenge of yours?
I cope with that. I hang out with my friends a lot as a coping mechanism. Yeah, pretty much that's just it. Ginamit ko lang yung friends ko. I mean, I dedicate a lot of time hanging out with my friends than studying, which parang siguro medyo naging toxic coping mechanism siya. Pero, at the end, it works out. Ganun. Ayun na, that's all.
Thank you po.
What's one lesson you've learned so far that really helped you grow during this stage?
I think the lesson that I've learned is manage your time, be responsible. Kasi managing your time really helps things to, kailangan mo mag-organize ng, just in general, kailangan mo mag-organize ng things sa buhay mo, schedule, i-plan mo yung time mo for your family, friends, and ACADS. So, ayun.
That's a great answer. Now, for the last question. If you could give advice to other students going through similar struggles, what would it be?
Same lang rin sa answer ko kanina is manage your time nga, be responsible. And nakaka-help rin sa mental health ang be with the right people and do what makes you happy. So ayun. Thank you.
Thank you po.
And for our third interviewee, we have...
Ea Sabata.
Okay, my question for you is, have you ever felt overwhelmed to focus on your schoolwork? And if okay lang po sa inyo, will you be able to share your experiences?
Sige. So, ever since, nung nasa, ibang school ako, tambak-tambak talaga yung mga pinapagawa. Kaya, minsan nahihirapan talaga ako mag-focus sa lalo na sa mga ginagawa ko sa mga side jobs, ganun, para makakuha ng pera. And it's quite difficult to adjust time and manage your time due to, yun school works.
Okay, thank you. And for my final question for you, what usually motivates you to keep going, especially when you're struggling, stressed, or overwhelmed with everything?
Ginagawa ko lang talaga dyan is, kakausapin ko yung yung girlfriend ko, and ayun, magsasabi ako sa kanya about my day and talk about my problems and deal with situations that contains hardship. Yun lang.
Thank you po!
Do you feel comfortable asking for help, especially when you feel like you're alone, lost or alone?
Yeah, I do feel comfortable because, I have everyone that I need to come to. My parents, they're really nice. They make time for me and my brother. I always have my friends. I have my friends at church, at school. So yeah, I'm pretty comfortable.
That's a nice answer. Now, second question. What support do you wish you had every time you feel like you're struggling?
Well, if you already have what you wish for, there's not really much to wish for in the end, right? So, but I wish maybe for more chances to do it, but I already have the chances. It's just that it's not that the chance that I have right now is bad. It's just that a few more wouldn't hurt. It would be nice. But yeah, I think it's mostly more chances to have support.
Thank you po!
Well, after hearing Chelsea's story, I became aware of how difficult it is to make the transition from high school to college. For example, she acknowledged that despite not knowing it's not always the healthiest option, she uses her time with her friends as a coping mechanism. And you know, that got me thinking that coping doesn't always have to be flawless. Sometimes we simply act in a way that allows us to survive the situation.
After listening to Aya's story, I realized how difficult it can be to juggle personal obligations, side jobs, and schoolwork. To be honest, the way he described it made me feel stressed. However, his statement that talking to his girlfriend helped him cope really caught my attention. It made me realize how crucial it is to surround ourselves with supportive and receptive people.
So, after hearing both of them, I also made a personal connections. For example, I also have trouble managing my time and juggling my personal obligations. However, their experiences help me understand that even if the face of imperfections, it's acceptable to rely on others and to keep working towards personal development.
In the end, every single interview was a truly awesome experience. We were initially nervous about setting up, fixing the location, and making sure everything looked fine because we were unsure of how the stories would unfold. The atmosphere was both relaxed and slightly tense. However, the atmosphere became more open and genuine after Chelsea began to share. The tone for the rest of the conversation was established right away. By the way, she spoke about her adjustment to college.